Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once again to Frostpunk. Well, we collapsed in the last episode as quickly as that can go. We're back now just before that collapse happened, so of course there's a lot of auto-saving going on in the background always, and we're just now where we actually are connecting Winterhome again, right? Basically before the first protests happen. In this case here, the stalwarts begin the rallying. Very good. That's at least something. What can we do differently this time around? So, not that much. I'm still waiting on that first protest to happen. I'm still also trying to get the Frostlanders to us there somehow, right? So making a promise for them actually could work out. Let's do this right away. And with that, we just basically need to research the heat recycling again. So this is basically where we are already as well, just before the Frostland happens. Let's fulfill that promise for these guys. And this will make them basically much happier, right? We are also still, once again, where we were with the oil problem. Heat stamps, there it is. Yeah, they want me to have the city-run alcohol shops. I was actually fulfilling that promise to them, right? Yet, nevertheless, they went to protesting. So, in this case here, let's actually disregard the feature this time around completely. I'm not doing this. So I'm not going to help them out at all. We're trying something else. We're going to condemn them, right? And in this case here, they will lose members and increase their fervor as well. Let's still do this, right? We want to weaken them as much as possible, but strengthening the Frostlanders at the same time. That's my main goal here right now. We finished the other salvaging factories, so good supply is going up, food is going up greatly, and the shelter is still there as well. Though tension is rising. Crime is actually one of the other things that we have going right now. So I might want to also research something in this regard. There's the promise for the Frostlanders. That's at least something. And then I'm going with the watchtower that decreases the crime in the neighboring districts. That would be something now. Perhaps crime is one of those problems that we have because of all the people moving in here. Might be something. Now, scouting wise, we have connected now Winterhome. However, we cannot do this yet. So I'd rather go for some expeditions once again for the steam cores that we have there. So these two here I would like to go for right now. Back in my dreadnought, let's wait for the 250 heat stamps. There it is. And with that, we can now build the advanced fracturing pump jack right here. Let's also once again get the materials over. And some of that good supply. The skyway has already been finished. There's the oil. And let's get the oil surplus that we have now all the way to New London. That we have a nice surplus of 125 now over here. The watchtower has been finished. So I think we are not going to have... Oh yeah, we do have the heat stamp. So let's build this. And let's build the watchtower to get down the crime somehow. Law-wise, we're at the heat recycling. Yeah, perhaps the New Londoners like join. If I give them waste incineration, synthetic composite factory. We just need to research this. So I'm actually going to get this one done. Because with that we can make the Frostlanders even happier.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Perfect. And... No. Alright, pilgrims begin their protest. There it is. So this just happens there now. Protesting my rules. And we could research now this. We would need to really push the research though. That's 3 researchers. It's going to be expensive. Or we need to repeal 3 laws, which is even horrible. So let's actually try to research that. For this, I'm going to go right into the rush the researcher. And now we go with all these 3 researchers and try to appeal them. I think the housing is the first one here. 4 weeks only takes, right? That's the first. We have in total... Oh, doesn't show the... It doesn't show the time there. Crime should be going down now, thanks to my watchtower. I still could try to kind of like appeal them here somehow. Making another promise to them. Research number 1 has been finished. All due maintenance would be another one they want. There it is. Another 4 weeks only. And what are they blocking right now, by the way? My material extraction. That is okay. The problem now is that people get injured because of the riots. This actually leads to more tension, right? So this is kind of like a death spiral downwards. They are overtaking now the food as well. Perfect. I mean, starving is probably better than being unhappy. So in this case, alright. Go for it. What do we have over here now again? There we have the cores. That's 4 cores. There could also be a material outpost here. This is too barren to do anything with it. And over here we have another supplies with the cores again. Or we could make an outpost that assists our exploration. That is bad. So I actually take the prefabs and the cores here to get this over. We do need the cores. There's a material deposit. And I still have a few more again. Only 20 now. 20, 20, 25, 20. There's no more anymore for 10? That wouldn't be so good. 25. Nope. Nope. Ah, there's one more. Perfect. Let's go for this. Okay, next research is being finished in 1 week. There it is. And equal pay. Equal pay. Requires probably a lot of money. Wait a second, I need to be careful here now. This is not that promise that we have. The equal pace here, right? There it is. 4 weeks. More people die and get injured, which lowers the trust and increases tension. So these protests really are a death spiral, right? You can't basically get out of it, it seems. The next district is now disabled. But we are fulfilling that demand here now. There you go. And with that, the protests should dissolve. They are very good. Just before we're running out of goods. Everything is back to normal again. Let's hope it stays this way. Trust rises as well. So this time around, we have finished the protests, right? With rushing the research. But of course, that also led to a significant trust loss on my side. Yeah. Hothouse. We go now in and actually build me the deep melting drill here too for the hothouses. So this works again. And then we still have the synthetic composite factory. Another promise here. A very expensive one at that, by the way. 100 heat stamps. But at least we can finish this. And the Frostlanders will like that. There's also one more law going for the mandatory crowding. Shelter provided by housing is increased, but the tension is increased. This is a horrible law. One that we absolutely don't need. So I'm not going to take part of that. And it was also rejected, rightfully so. I'm still hoping now that if we finish that promise here, that research, that we do like the Frostlanders like us again. Also still have the problem with the New Londoners. We could grant them the agenda, honestly. They're not that bad. They usually have good laws that are working for us. There it is. It was not enough. Okay, let's get the pilgrims and grant them the agenda. This makes them a bit happier again, right? So they have the next say in the lawmaking process. That is okay. I'm not going to promote them though. We might just do the opposite again, condemn them. However, this will reduce the radicalization. I can't do that now as well. Oil is full. Everything else is though full. That's good. And the stalwarts further decreases as well because of our good rule. We have finished another scouting. Food. And a wrecked warehouse with 3 cores inside. Very nice. And research-wise, I would like to go now finally for that freaking advanced sawmill. Something that we couldn't do up to this point because, yeah, basically of all the protesting. That will solve my material problem without having to build another extraction zone, because I really don't like the idea of that. We're still going to, of course, frostbreak us here, because I still want to have this as a backup. Just we need the materials for, right? Housing-wise, there is the problem with housing. I can get one more housing block here and another one here. Then we're out of money again, but at least everybody has housing. And there's still the goods problem once again. So building that salvaging factory is probably my only way of doing this. Let's build it. Okay. There is now a new law coming up from the pilgrims, it must be. Work compensation equal pay. Trust rises, heat stamp goes down though. It's actually not a bad law at all. It's actually something that we could just do. Help the New Londoners there as well. Researching Blast Foundry. Blasting Coal Mine. Both of them are the same price research-wise. Or we just enact the city development. I'm not doing this, so let's get the Blast Foundry. At the very least, we might get this one at some point. There you go. Have this fulfilled. The rallies also... Oh yeah, okay, the stalwarts are not super happy with that, but that's okay. Research for the New Londoners. That's actually good, because with that we might push them to medium then again. There's the goods factory, so we have a goods surplus again. I'm still a bit baffled though by how many goods we need at this point. My extraction zone has the upgrade then soon for the materials. We're still going to need that one here though. There's no way for me to do it any other way. So we do need another extraction zone anyway. Which is fine. We do have the heating. We do have the resources. And we do have the workforce. So let's go for it. This will be another endless one. We have 5 frost cores. Steam cores. So that's also absolutely fine to work on right now. Alright, for these guys here. Workforce. And the city trust needs to be higher before we should push it. There's nothing over here. I only have 20 Frostlands. 20 teams. There would be food and steam cores here. Let's go for those. And could we use something of the other thingies? The material is actually being fixed right now. I don't really need to do that much scouting for the moment. Call the season? I could, since we're full on oil. Nah, I need more oil. Let's build the extraction zone. There you go. And at the same time, we also finish the mechanized one now. Blast Foundry is the next research. This is all very hectic right now. There's a lot to manage at the moment because these factions are getting very tense with us right now. Another fuel deposit. That is something we cannot afford right now. And then of course there is the whole... Oh, we're endorsed by the way again. So we have rallying for us again. Very nice. And during the most recent event they announced a new idea regarding workplace control. Do this. They drafted a new law on their own. The empowered management. We've done the work. All the steward has to do now is put it to vote. We can act on that later. I'm doing this now because this will significantly make the pilgrims more angry towards us. I can't do that. I want to do the research. We can now actually also go for the advanced sawmill once I have the heat stamps. This is a lot. Seriously, a lot of materials. There it is. Let's upgrade. Actually, we don't need this extraction zone with that. Let's disable this. Because that should be enough. Yeah, it is. It is way more than enough. So I can actually lower this further. At the same time though, yeah, another wave of survivors. Housing. That wave of survivors is actually manageable for us at the moment. We have the workforce now for Winterhome, by the way, with that. Let's get it done for them. So the heating. And once we have the heat stamps, I will also need a fuel depot. There's that. There's the housing district. It was still not enough, of course. New London's demand has been met, so they're actually now okay with us. That's something. I will still need to expand this one here 2 times. And also then get me a salvaging factory going for my industry zone. And I need a better goods factory at this point. That would be this. But for that I need more money again, which I don't have. I'm still also trying to get the Frostlanders to something good here, so let's make them a promise. Pathfinder Scout. We just... Oh, we need to pass it. Or the weather adjusted shift. No. Yes, most likely. We have the scout, the standard. Actually, we don't have anything in fact right now, so this is actually not so bad. And the new Londoners would join for another smaller promise. Advanced blast foundry, the fracturing pump check, and the pressurized coal liquid fire. Yeah, the fracturing pump check. Let's go for this. I can once again also increase my reputation with the new Londoners with this. It was still not enough. It's crazy. It's crazy. We cannot get them on good terms anymore. And fracturing pump jack research down here. This one 100 heat stamps, which we have now. So, or do we use that money right now for the extraction zone, industry zone? Salvaging factory. I think that is more urgent right now because this increases actually my crime and tension. There you go. Let's build the salvaging. Get the heating bonus with that as well. That's more important. I also need a fuel depot. Where do we get the money from? 29 heat stamp per week is not enough. I will also need to expand the next housing district and repair it. At least the pilgrims are quiet for now. That's the right place for them. We can already go for another promise with the Frostlanders too. I could consider that soon. There's the housing expansion. Now I need one more housing block. Homelessness is the biggest issue that you can have as well. But no goods is actually... because we're also out of good supply, right? I do need to have something here. Industry, salvaging factory, 40 more goods. That's not enough. Holy cow, that's not enough. I really don't know what else to do here right now. Where's my good? Where are my goods? Do we really not have any goods left? Am I reducing production here or something? Oh, this one is not turned for goods. Look at that. I don't know why it changes to prefabs from time to time. With that, at least we have an equal good supply now. We don't have a surplus though. But at least it's equal. So with that, I can actually afford to build me my housing district now. That's something. And heat... oh, temperatures rise actually. So let's also build me a fuel stockpile again. Have this one down here. So we can stockpile more oil, which is going to be very important for the next whiteout. We have now actually everything ready for Winterhome. Is that right? Yes, you're ready. Are we? Let's check it out once again. Fuel stockpile goes up. Goods is fine. That is fine. That is fine. Yeah, I think we're going for it now. Stuart, a radical group of stalwarts has come forward with a proposition. They suggest ensuring the leading members of the Pilgrims end up included in the colonist group that will set out our Winterhome. The Pilgrims have been the source of discord in New London. One member of the stalwart says, make sure the most fervent among them join the main group of Winterhome colonists. With them gone, New London will be free. Recruit the colonists equally, or make sure to... oh, okay. Make sure to include the Pilgrims leaders. 25 guard squads. I mean, this will make Winterhome kind of like unstable, but the Pilgrims always wanted to settle the Frostland, so it makes sense. Alright, let's do this. We need a few more guards. I think actually just one more surveillance watchtower will do the job. Let's do this. Let's build this. This will also reduce crime, which is a good thing, of course. And with that, we have the guards then. There it is. 34, and with that we can send them over. It's probably a bad idea. Let's do it anyway. Okay. And they're traveling now. They're on their way. The most happy bunch of people in the world are on the way now to Winterhome. And with them also pilgrims. We still have 18 size though. 18%. Strange. Didn't seem like we lost anyone so far. Okay. No crime. No sickness. No hunger. Squalor is minor. And absent cold. There's no reason for anyone right now to be unhappy with the situation. Fracturing pump checks we can afford. Let's fulfill that promise. 12 weeks. Yeah, perfect. And wait a second. We could still make another promise to the Frostlanders for a law, perhaps. Durable goods. That's actually something I would like to go with. Because we are already pretty much at pass here. Let's go for this law. And let's immediately start the process for this. Mass produce goods right now. And we are going to reduce the demand. Oh. It's not going to happen. Okay. We need to finish the research first. And then I can do it. Alright, Stuart, we've noted a rise in chronic lung conditions after we started pumping recycled heat into our housing districts. Doctors suspect fumes from the industrial plants where the heat originates leak into people's home. If this goes on, it can lead to bronchitis and even death. We could install filters. Yes. No idea why pilgrims would hate us installing filters. Okay. Or we just keep it. And we get increased diseases. We could counter it with another hospital. Yeah, let's do this. In that case, another hospital is fine, right? There it is. To counter all that increased sickness that we get out of that. Expedition is still on its way. They're probably already slaughtering each other on the way to that location. Because that's just how their nature is. There's the promise. And with that we have the passable goods now. Now we can go with a promise for the New Londoners again. And advanced blast foundry, synthetic composite factories, all just for materials. It's something I don't really need. Let's go with the research for the waste incineration. Because that would be another alternative to the one that we use right now. There you go. Was not enough. Could I give them money, Strat, and they would happy? Yes, okay. With that we can do it and de-radicalize the pilgrims by at least one stab. That's at least something. Holy cow. That was an expensive victory, right? Being enforced by two opposite factions now. Alright, we still need to go to the waste incineration plant though. That is something we need to finish. For that we need a bit more money again. That we have now. And at the same time now, that expedition is arriving in Winterhome. I can't wait. The Winterhome expedition has arrived to the cursed city. The cores under the ruins could be used for further upgrade New London's generator, bringing about levels of warmth we never dreamt of. To reach the cores, we would have to demolish the ruins, split the earth open to access those that are buried and extract them quickly, before toxicity renders Winterhome forever uninhabitable. Alternatively, we could seal the toxic fissures, forever burying most of the cores. We could bring an avalanche down to batten down the cracks, then work fast to manually close what remains. But afterwards, we could build a new city here, and use it as springboard for our expansions. Salvage Winterhome, or settle in Winterhome. For this playthrough, I've decided to salvage Winterhome. This will actually make the stalwarts also happy. The pilgrims, of course, disapprove of that. The thing is, it's either or. Both of them make total sense, right? Salvaging it to strengthen New London, which is the only city that is working so far in the Frostlands, makes more sense to me than settle yet another location. So in this case here, let's salvage it. And Winterhome colonized. Chapter 4. What? We destroyed it, right? And extracting cores from the ruins of Winterhome will be dangerous. The gas will build up over time as the toxic fissures are now fully exposed. If we want to minimize casualties, we should frostbreak and extract cores as fast as possible. Alright, so here we are. And we now have 24 weeks before the next gas outburst takes place. And in this time we need to salvage the cores, construct the generator, hyperdrive, regulator. Sounds amazing. There's Winterhome now. Path 1, path A, and we salvage that. Let's have a look around. There's the cores. So we need to frostbreak over there. And of course, yeah, we don't have anything here right now going. So this is where New London comes in now, right? So that we may want to get everything over here. So giving them food, giving them, oh no, goods, just a few. Giving them some materials, giving them coal. And that coal we can use to activate the generator, hopefully. And also build us then the first housing districts. Let's keep frostbreaking. Build the housing district. Oh, yeah, we need to frostbreak more. There's everything full here of toxic gases, so we can only really build here, it seems. Can we actually build up here? There's also toxic gases, but I think that's everywhere, right? That's everywhere that we have here right now. There we have the first frostbreak. And we immediately start with the next ones. We can only go with 6 at the same time. Enraged pilgrims aim to sabotage the operations. Yeah, thank you very much for this. And rapid frostbreaking harms the workers. And third, as frostbreaking teams neared the chasm of Winterhome, it was as if we approached the maw of hell itself. The ground splintered and noxious fumes pushed through the cracks to strangle those even in open air. Scores of our people suffered today. Tensions rise. Rapid frostbreaking can lead to injuries. Develop automated frostbreaking. That sounds very good to me. Research the automated workforce factory and build an automated workforce factory in Winterhome. Okay. Oh, really? Now we have a population increase. It actually is fine on my shelter. Everything else is now going down though. I already have the advanced bio-waste in New London. I don't have any other... Ah, there it is. Infinite source of food. Nice. Okay. We can do this. I don't need to rely on any outer source of food. We can now activate... Oh, wait a second. No. My material plant here is still not working 100%. Now it is. And I could also build another salvaging factory here for another goods boost. Probably the best one. Best option that we have there right now. Let's build the food district. With the maximum heat bonus that it gets as well. Okay, Winterhome. Tensions increase. We need to build watchtowers. Going to do this. You can't negotiate with the pilgrims, I'm sorry. It's not going to work out. These people are crazy. Extraction zones I will also need here. Here. And it does need to have the 6 tiles. Holy cow, that's a lot. I'm going to frostbreak one more time though, because we need housing districts. Let's build the first extraction zone. Taking both of them in here, right? It's not a pleasant place here. But having a housing district expanded with a hospital in should actually solve quite a few of my troubles right now. That might be something. In 11 weeks we're going to see a gas outburst. I can't wait for it. And we have now also the automated workforce factory. And let's just see how expensive that's going to be. There it is. We can't afford it. We need to move further towards progress. Oh, okay. I would need to go for a new law. Death to the stalwarts. That's once again the pilgrims. Playing nice and all. Let's quickly do this. Construction takes forever here. Extraction zone number 1. Housing district number 1. We should also be able to build now. Right in here, the most beautiful location. It's just colonists here though, so I don't see really anything else. Prepare the extraction zone. This is now extracting ores. There's 10 remaining here. It's not a lot. There's the housing district. Can I build another one? Nope, there's not enough space over here. Alright, this will be fun. We can already see that. Let's finish that district and continue onwards then in the next episode of Winterhome, finally. Stay tuned.